What's up guys, welcome to a new episode. Today we're going to talk all about focal lengths.
Filmmaking Friday.
Welcome back to the series. Today we're going to dive into the world of focal lengths. The focal length plays a crucial role in determining the perspective, composition and visual storytelling in your films. So let's get started. Focal length is the measurement in millimeters that determines the angle of view and magnification of your lens. It affects how much of the scene you can capture and the perceived distance between objects in your frame. Let's take a closer look at different focal lengths and their impact on your footage. Wide-angle lenses, typically ranging from 10mm to 35mm, have a short focal length. They provide a wider field of view, capturing more of the scene and making objects appear farther away. Wide-angle lenses are commonly used for establishing shots, landscape shots, or scenes where you want to emphasize the environment or create a sense of spaciousness. About 35 to 50mm is considered to be our normal field of view, like the natural view that we humans have when we see with our eyes. On the other end of the spectrum, telephoto lenses have a long focal length, typically ranging from 85mm to 300mm or more. Telephoto lenses narrow the field of view, making objects appear closer and compressing the distance between them. These lenses are great for capturing details, close-ups, and achieving a shallow depth of field. If you want to know more about the depth of field, be sure to check out the episode about f-stop and aperture. It's important to note that the choice of focal length also affects the perceived perspective and distortion in your footage. Wide-angle lenses can create a sense of depth and exaggerate the perspective, making objects closer to the lens appear larger, while telephoto lenses flatten the perspective and compress the scene. Here I have prepared for you some example shots with some of the most widely used focal lengths demonstrated on a human being. You should recognize it from the other videos. This is 24mm, 35mm, 50mm, 70mm, 100mm, 135mm and 200mm. As you can see, when you compare 24mm to 200mm, a longer focal length is way more appealing for portraits because it compresses the face, while a wider angle lens distorts the face. And if you use something that is even wider than 24mm, like a real wide angle, it starts to get really funny, especially when you film faces. Hi. Another factor to consider when choosing the right focal length is storytelling. The focal lengths you select can convey a particular mood or emotion in your shots. For example, wide-angle lenses can make characters or objects appear vulnerable or isolated, while telephoto lenses can create a sense of intimacy or focus on specific details. If you zoom in from afar, maybe even shoot through some bushes or other blurry foreground objects, you can make it seem like your character is being watched. If you shoot someone from a wide-angle lens from up close, it can make them feel, for example, confused. Keep in mind that the choice of focal length is also influenced by location, set size, and the look you want to achieve. Some lenses offer a range of focal lengths, such as zoom lenses, allowing you to adjust and adapt to different shooting scenarios, while prime lenses make you stick to a fixed focal length. If you want a guide on which lens to use when, be sure to watch the episode about the right lens. It's worth mentioning that when shooting with different focal lengths, you need to consider the camera's sensor size. Focal length is affected by the crop factor, which determines how much of the lens's field of view is captured. For example, a lens with a focal length of 50mm on a full-frame sensor will have a different field of view on an APS-C or Micro Four Thirds sensor. 35mm on full frame is 50mm on APS-C. In conclusion, the choice of focal length in filmmaking is crucial for framing your shots, controlling perspective and conveying emotions. By understanding the impact of different focal lengths, you can choose the right lens to enhance your storytelling and capture the desired visuals. Now that's it for the first season of Filmmaking Friday. We will have a bunch of new episodes, probably next year, maybe still this year. I don't know, but these episodes take a long time to produce. Again, these episodes were long in the making. I mean, due to other factors, but still. But I already have a ton of new content planned for season 2 of Filmmaking Friday, so be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on it. And I will hopefully see you next Sunday for a new main video on the channel. Goodbye.